comes behind you, messes with you, God, not that way, trouble. Stay away from him. Stay away from her. But sometimes trouble does hit you. I'm a living witness in my own life. Hurricane Katrina didn't almost hit me. God could have let Hurricane Katrina come to New Orleans, but before it hit my church, he could have said, not that church. When hurricane hit my house, he could have stopped it before it hit my house. Not that house. When it took my automobiles, he goes, not those automobiles. Those are the anointed man and the anointed woman of God's automobiles. But could I tell you something? The hurricane did hit my house. Lord, what shall I say? You know, about that time the devil is talking to you. Devil wanted to make you say something like, I ain't gonna preach no more. I've been faithful to you, God. I've been preaching your word. I've been a man of integrity. How could you let this happen to my stuff? What shall I say? Get through Hurricane Katrina. Get back up on my feet. Go to the doctor just for a checkup because my wife said you gotta go for a colonoscopy. You're getting older now. You gotta go. I fought it for 5 years, and then finally she just made an appointment. She called my executive assistant. She said he's going, and block his calendar. He's going for the colonoscopy. I don't know what kind of bold spirit got into her, but thank God it did. And when I went and came out, the doctor says, I got some sad news. Bishop, we found cancer in your colon. God, I've been through a hurricane. Now, I got to deal with cancer. What shall I say? Couldn't act like my mind was in trouble. I ain't that deep, Lord. What shall I? What shall I say? So thank God I had a word that I could go to, because there was somebody else who had been through his hurricane. There was somebody else who had been through his cross. There was somebody else who had to go through what he had to go through. So I looked at Jesus, and his mind was troubled. What did he say? So when I looked at the verse part of verse 28, I learned what to say. I didn't hear Jesus complaining. I didn't hear him crying. I didn't hear him saying why. But all he said was, Father, glorify your name. In other words, I want you to get some glory. I feel like preaching in this place. Is there anybody? You got to learn to give him the glory. You may not understand everything, but there's one thing I've decided to do, to give him the glory. And I'm not going to wait till the battle is over, but I'm going to shout now, because I realize that God has been good to me. Somebody tonight, your mind is troubled. What shall I say? That you really want to make the devil mad. your mind is troubled and you're going through, I just tell you to start saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my problem. If I never had a problem, how would I know that you could solve it? I can't appreciate it unless I've been down. You know how it feels to have money in my pocket unless I've been broken. I dare you to just high-five somebody. Tell them, give him the glory. Give him the glory. Give him the glory. I know you may have to cry through it, but give him the glory. I know some folk, they may have walked out on you, but give him the glory. Give him the glory. You may have to go home to a house that is full of hell, but tonight, when you walk in that hell house, I dare you to just walk through. Give him the glory. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for this crazy man. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for my trouble, because I know that you're about to bring me out of my trouble. I just believe somebody on Valley Brook ought to run up in here and find out what's going on, and you know what they're going to find? Somebody giving him the glory. Giving him the glory. Give him the glory. Give him the glory. Give him the glory. Is there anybody? Is there anybody? You're glad about it? I'm glad the God whom I serve. Is there anybody? You know that he's able. Yes, that's why tonight God's been good to me. Yes, got my house back, got my cars back, got my church back. Do I have some witnesses? And not only that, 2 years cancer free. If you ain't gonna shout, I'm gonna shout for me, because I know he's been good to me. I'm going to give him the glory. I'm going to preach like I lost my mind, because I got so much to be thankful for. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Do it all.